If you call him out in the cipher, get ready to be smoked. That's all he's saying as well.
No, don't call me out. I'm joking.
Karam is ready. He's been training in a very with monks in a deep dark place.
Yeah.
And he's ready for all the fat b-boys and b-girls that come back to
I'll be one of those, bro.
Yeah, man. We back. Breaking card game, god damn it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't like subscribe, then that you better do it quick. I'm not even starting till you do it. Do it right now. Alright, bless. This is it. The final. Bgirl final. We have Bgirl Ladydeee representing Russia versus Bgirl Joe representing India. The finals, the first ever online breaking card game rotation dance exchange finals, sponsored by the Arts Council. You know what I mean? We're here. On this episode, I have a very special guest. You know what I mean? Every episode, I told you I'm going to bring you special people, special individual that are in the scene, out of the scene. But welcome. Season 1, the Bgirl finals. Season 2 coming up. Got some good partners coming on season 2. You get me? We're stepping it up. You know what I mean? Breaking card game, making history. Let me bring an individual that I considered an embodiment of the culture. You know what I mean? We have the one and only, the big play himself, Kid Karam. Welcome to the show,
Yo.
bro.
What's up, bro? How you doing? Hello, everyone.
Man. You're saying showing the love to the people.
Yeah, man. Big up everybody. Big up everybody that entered. I'm looking forward to seeing this final right now.
That's it.
It's exciting.
That's it. Let's go. Before we get into the final, though, still, I gotta come with a special introduction. I picked up this clip. I picked up this clip from the YouTube thing.
Yeah, man.
To give for those that have not, that I don't know who Kid Karam is, but you know what I mean. But for those that don't know, a little touch on his flavor on Kid Karam. I mean, let's
Hope it's a good one, man.
Oh, let's. It's a company. Oh, damn, young Karam.
Yo, I don't think I've seen this one still.
Still on the pretty boy white. Look at that.
Bro, I need to get back to that.
Nah, you still got it. Let's go. Where was that? Where were you at?
I was in JD, bro. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. I haven't actually seen this one before.
That's a training spot, man. That's training.
Yeah.
Oi, them shoulders, man.
Something in them.
It's just who's put this together?
No idea, bro. This is the first time I've seen it. There's a few online though, like people have made of it.
Yo, you got fans like that, man?
Somewhere in the world, somewhere.
Help a brother out like that, man. I ain't got moves like that, but you got fans like that? Damn. God damn.
Somewhere, bro.
But yeah, this is it. The one and only. Woo! Damn. Ah,
Yeah,
don't stop, man.
Big video, man. I haven't actually seen this one before. This is it.
Damn. But that's just exhibiting some originality to your power in that. Some
Yeah,
flavor
man.
that you bring into the game, man. How you feeling, man? Welcome to the show, goddammit.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. I'm feeling good, man. Like I said, I'm excited to see what's been going on and see the finals. I'm sure it's gonna be good. Yeah, man. We're just chilling, bro. Enjoying the Corona lockdown, you know.
Yeah. How's that treating you so far, bro? I see you've been training though. You've been training. You know what I mean?
Yo, it's been a bit of a mix, yeah, because like at first I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use this time. I'm just gonna grow and just gonna blast out training and stuff like that. But so there was a couple of times where I was like training super hard.
Yeah.
But like it's actually been difficult because of like not having any routine at all. I wasn't at work. I just finished. Well, firstly, I just focused completely on uni, got it out the way, done and dusted. And then it was just kind of like I didn't have any sort of routine, so I was just kind of like a little bit bored.
Okay.
Of it. I've been going so hard and doing so much.
You're not applying your training to smoking people. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a straight.
Yeah. But no, like for real, like I was training, like making some stuff, and then obviously I've been with like LB and Machine a little bit,
Yeah.
practicing, and I've had like really dope training times with those guys.
Yeah.
But I've been a little bit more laid back and chilling at times. Like if I'm just not feeling it, I'm just not gonna do it right now.
That's it. That's it.
So
That's
yeah,
dope,
man.
man. That's dope. Tell me, you know, you already jumped in, but I got 5 questions for you know what I mean, about you before we get into it, about you, about industry,
man.
about the game, you know what I mean, because, you know,
Yeah,
you're a successful individual in the game, and if those don't know, we go get to know. Yeah, I'm saying. Anyways,
Respect.
first question. University.
Yeah.
Tell me about university and why it was important to study anyways.
Well, firstly, I think I always wanted to have a backup option in case,
Yeah.
which was the reason I carried on any sort of studies in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, they just obviously just drop out after school or don't even finish school, some of them, and just do straight up Breakin.
Yeah.
But obviously I knew probably I'd need like some sort of backup just in case.
Yeah.
For later, even just for later on in life. So like, firstly, I tried to study dance at like sixth form, but it just wasn't for me because it was a hard one because some people class breaking as an extreme sport, and then others would class it as a dance.
Yeah.
And it was like a complete mix of the two, and it depends on what type of teacher you had. Like the young ones probably respected it, whereas the old ones probably didn't really like it as much.
Like, get off the floor. Why are you rolling on the floor?
Yeah, like you know them ones, bro. And I wasn't interested in the theory at all. So I basically just left it there, and I went to college to do sports. I don't know why, but I just chose to go to do sports. And like through doing that, I learned a lot about like myself, my health, my body, my fitness, stuff like that. So I was able to apply everything to Breakin, from like hydration, nutrition, like all of that sort of stuff, and just taking care of my body, like how to train for a competition, how to basically cut weight, gain weight, all that type of stuff. So I was able to apply it. So I enjoyed the course a lot. And then I was just like,
because that was just you advancing your play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For sure. That's well studied. Then that's not a waste of nothing.
Yeah, because even like, bro, remember like when I was a bit younger, obviously I was younger, so whatever, but I was a bit more like chubby. My frame was a bit different. But it was like once I went to college, I just like completely slimmed down and was like, I got like faster, like lighter, stronger, like everything like that. And it was just because like I understood those type of things. Then I was like, oh, what do I do next? So I stayed on to do like, firstly, like the foundation degree for like 2 years. I just did that in the same facility, and it was cool. It was easy. And then just the last one was like, it was like 1 year to upgrade it to a full degree. So I went to the full uni, and I just literally just banged it out, bro. It was hard. Yeah, I didn't really like, even the last year, man. I had little motivation to finish it. Yeah, but I just to be honest, I just did it, and I was able to apply everything to dance. Like they allow me to talk about breaking rather than like football or anything like that. So I think it gave me a bit of an advantage as well in my marking, because it gave the uni something different to look at. Yeah.
It's a whole new world for them, I can imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You're doing them a favor there, teaching them some stuff, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, they should have been paying you for that one. You know, because there's not real information out there about the form, and for them to have a student that's at a very high level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a blessing for them, and I'm sure they're gonna keep those essays and be like looking back at it.
Like I did really well in my dissertation. Like I got a first, and I just spoke about breaking judging systems, man. So like, and at first it was like solid, because there was, like you said, there was nothing out there, like hardly any articles, journals, anything like that. And I managed to put it together, and it was quite enjoyable, actually.
Okay.
It was a good piece of work. So yeah, they could probably refer back to that and use it as an example.
That's dope, man. Yeah. So from that conversation, let me quickly ask you. You know, I wish I had a buzzer in. I'll be like, boom, 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 boom. I gotta get me buzzers, bro. I was on with Smurf, and Smurf was like, you gotta get buzzers, man. You gotta get buzzers. But yeah, let me ask you, following that, what quick tiny little advice, you know, in terms of eating well and all that, training well for people that are watching. What's the misconception of people, like, kind of, you know, because I feel like when I used to do airflares now, I used to put on weight and on and off, and it used to affect my wrist like mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what advice would you throw out to the people, just in terms of healthy and being conscious about the body?
I would say like to be honest with me, I do it to like extreme levels when I'm training. So it's like I kind of like, some people call it like intermediate fasting. But what I would say is like it's not really too much about like what you eat. Obviously, the better you eat, the better you're gonna feel as a person. So, for example, if you chose to have like, I don't know, something homemade rather than a kebab, you're probably gonna feel better as a person. But in my experience, it's been more for me just about calories. So the less you intake, the better you feel. And depending on what your goals are, like if you want to lose weight, the best thing to do is work out. Firstly, just go on Google how much calories you're supposed to take every day, and you basically have to calculate that through how much activity you do on that day, because everybody knows a male's supposed to take like 2,500 the average day. But if you're going to do 4 hours of training, you're going to need to probably almost double that. Yeah, so basically you need to kind of work out that. And then if you want to cut weight or stay light, you always eat under that amount. If you want to gain weight, you always eat over. And if you want to stay the same, you just kind of eat around that. So that's what I follow strictly when I'm training. Right now, I'm just eating whatever. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
but you
like
can
when I'm training,
I say you can burn it when you want to burn it, right?
Yeah, like I have a very fast metabolism, so it works super fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I always say to just kind of just know what your numbers are and try and just kind of stay under that or over that. Me, I like to stay under that because I like to stay light. So that's just my thing.
Yeah.
But the way I do it is that I only really fuel myself with food and that sort of stuff when I feel like my body actually needs it, rather than when I'm just like a bit snackish.
Yeah, I feel that. Oi, do. One of them buzzers. Keys, Khalid Keys. Let me ask you another question. First teacher, first crew. How was that experience?
It was super cool. My first teacher, my first crew. So I was part of Trinity Warriors. They were like sick back in the day.
Yeah,
I guess like one of the better ones in the UK, known for like routines and stuff. And my first teacher was Foggy, B-boy Foggy. He was in Trinity.
Fogster.
Cats. Yeah, and then he's now working a lot with Sin Crew on their stuff. But yeah, he was my first teacher. Like, he was like more than a teacher. He was like a big brother at the time. I didn't really have a lot like back then.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't just about the breaking side of things, but he would also like give me stuff and like buy me things to make sure that I was like, I had the facility, I guess. Yeah. So whether it was a headspin hat, we'd make headspin hats together in his room. He'd invite me around and we watched like DVDs, or he'd give me DVDs like 2006. What was it? 2006 freestyle sessions, like stuff like that, or UK champs DVDs, or what was that, Evolution B-boy, something like that. Planet B-boy, yeah.
Planet B-boy.
Yeah, all DVDs like that. He'd make sure I had all of that. If I didn't have a backpack, like he'd get me a backpack, like stuff like that. So he was like a big brother. Yeah. So like he'd always look after me, and I would always just do the work. And I guess that it was like an incentive for us both. Yeah. So like when I first went to training, I obviously go to training. He'd teach something. After the class, I would go home and just practice it, and then I'll come back and it's done for next week. And then I have it better than everybody else. And then the next move, boom, and then quickly I got invited to the more advanced classes, started to go to them, obviously eventually got into the crew and stuff, and yeah, Foggy was always just like my mentor and my guide, really.
That's dope, man. Yeah. Quick, another one. Favorite international moment? I know you're a party guy as well.
Wow.
And I know you party like, not just like a b-boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, because we be seeing them bottles on your Insta. I be catching your birthday parties on your Insta. But first, favorite international jam moment. You know, like for me it was IB after party. I was just dancing for like 3 hours with some homegirl. That was it. And you know, you just tuned into like top rocking. That was one of my moments. Yeah. And that's a difficult question, I can imagine.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about like two highlights battle-wise.
Yeah.
I feel like two of them would come from battles, because like the parties and stuff are like, I have a lot of like cool stuff to tell you about parties and stuff, but like when it's in the party, I don't really try and relate to Breakin personally. I try to like either talk to people or relate to people on more of like a vibe as a normal person, because it's like the battle's over now, so I'm like not really interested in it as such. So I just kind of like stay with my guys. So I have a lot of like fun times with the boys, like from UK, Sunny Spin, LB, where we're just having like there's so many times I could tell you about,
endless
like, where we're
banter,
just having like funny banter, you know, just sticking to ourselves. But like for me, battle wise, there's two. I think one of them was winning World B-Boy Classics with No Diamond. So that one was crazy.
big, innit? That's big.
Yeah, it was a big one because I didn't really like sleep too well. I just came back from China and I was mad ill, and then I went like to there, and I didn't like, I had like 4 hours sleep, and I flew on the day of the jam. Then we did the qualifiers and we won all the way from the qualifiers. And if you saw the finals, it went like we were losing 2-0, and then we was 2-2, and then 3-2, and then it was 3-3, and then I won the last round with like no energy left against Chorito, and I just scraped it. So that was a good one because it was obviously a big jam. But other than that, I think one of the biggest feelings and one of the biggest moments would have been against Kuzia, against Outbreak. I think me and him had probably one of the battles of the century, like, or decade or whatever, man.
That's
like,
big, man.
That was crazy. Yeah, it was a lot of feeling in that battle. Like I smoked him first round, he beat me second round, and then it was like tie break, like, and everybody just got up on their feet and
just got crazy.
Yeah, man, it was a crazy one, like super crazy.
That's big. Thanks for sharing that as well. Thanks for sharing that. Where are we and where are we going in terms of the breaking industry?
Where are we right now? Right now, chilling. I think this year's been hard, man. Like if you asked me like at the start of the year, I would have more like clear plans or whatever. But because everything's been cancelled, it's kind of like, what happens next year? It depends what happens, what's going to happen next year, how things are going to run and stuff like that. But I always set my goals at like the start of the year. So right now I'm just chilling. Once I'm a little bit more mentally ready and stuff, I'm going to really start training again and pushing to better my level. And where am I going? I want to win more stuff, and I've won a lot of stuff, but like there's jams where it's like, you know, the elite people like your Menos, your Victor, your Issei. I feel like on my good day, I can beat those guys.
I feel too. I feel that too.
On my good days, on my best days, like I feel like I'm unstoppable sometimes. But that needs to be more consistent for me.
That's it.
And I want to be able to actually challenge those people and become part of that argument. Realistically, I want a shot at the biggest competition, so Red Bull, stuff like that. I want a little bit more recognition for being me. So I think that with myself, and I think many other young b-boys right now that are killing the game even, I just think that people fell into like a process where we all had to just tick boxes, and that's all we tried to do rather than actually being ourselves. Me personally, like I can do all the moves and I can do all the high level stuff, but to be honest, it feels like it's extra work for me. And you know me from when I was young, I was just playful, cheeky, like cocky, like I feel like that needs to like be me again with the content I have, but I just need to have that confidence and just like just play with it more, like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like that is working much more right now in like breaking. Like you look at people like Zupreme, who's just riding the music. He doesn't have to do much, but like he's really confident and like cheeky with the musicality and stuff like that. And I think it's way above like the rest of the things that we've been trying to tick for so long now. That's it.
It's like coming back around, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I feel like I just need to bring some of that back, and that will be like a little bit better. Like I think it's going to improve me a lot by just actually being that person again.
Yeah.
And it's just really having the confidence to do that, because I think it's weird. Like when you're a breaker and stuff, like you could go through an injury or have time out or change your style or whatever it is, and people are always going to have a high expectation of what you're doing,
no matter what you come back with. Yeah, because you've come out of an injury and all that, like knee injury.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So yeah,
man. Thanks for sharing that, man. Yeah, man. This is it. This is it. We have the one and only. Call him Kid Karam. You call him Karam. Yeah. Yo, real quick. What the hell you get a freaking... You know what I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, right.
What is it? How you get the freaking stamp in your city like that? You know what I mean? You get a star in your city?
Yeah, man.
What the hell?
Yeah, that one's actually a mad one. That one is. I don't really know how it like all worked and stuff. I know that basically like the council was looking at it.
Yeah.
To basically like reward like people that have done like very well or done big things for the city.
Yeah.
They were looking for talented people that had like influence and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, cool. They hit me up about it, and just me, I'm thinking, I already know people don't really appreciate breaking like that, especially in the council and especially in areas like these. So when they told me, that's it, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, when they told when basically I was contacted about it, I really didn't think anything of it, you know. I just thought, oh yeah, whatever, just use my details. Here you go. And then obviously it came like more real. They were like, you've been accepted, and I was like, oh cool. But I still didn't think it was like real.
Yeah.
Like I thought, okay, I've been accepted. It's gonna happen, but it's probably gonna be it's probably a plan for 5 years down the line, and nothing's gonna happen.
It's not sunk in yet.
Yeah, so I was just like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, then it turned to look like, yeah, can you come to the interview and stuff like that? Then I started seeing the creation of it, and then I was like, oh, raw, this is actually mad.
This is a real thing.
So it's basically just because of like the influence I have in the city. So because I've won a lot of jams and like I've done some big things, had like some great achievements, and I'm not like old. So I'm quite young. I'm still relevant because there's a lot of people that actually have the stars that are from Derby. So Rolls Royce is from Derby. It's based in Derby.
Big.
Yeah, Florence Nightingale is Derby.
Got your name next to big names like that, bro.
Yeah, like Lara Croft is Derby.
Right.
Yeah, so and a lot of those people, it's like let's say some of those for the young generation can't really relate to. Whereas with me, I'm active, I'm here, and actually people can relate to it and understand. And so that's kind of how it happened.
Yeah.
But it just fell at a good time because I went to China. I came back. I did a Google advert. I did a job for the BBC. Yeah, I did the BBC, and then I went to Wilby Classics and I won. And then I came back, and like the weekend after was the star reveal. So it just felt like a perfect time, you know. Everything
superstar tour right there.
Yeah, bro. Everything made sense at the time.
Yo, for real, man. Like, if the Breakin game was greater acceptance financially, and in terms of its legacy of its athletes and its dancers, I think your name should be written alongside, you know, the Beckhams, you know what I mean, in terms of sponsorship, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. That's where I see it, man, and that's where I see it going. And that's where it should be
hopefully,
going,
man.
That's where it should be going, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Let's get the funk on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thanks for sharing all that. Thanks for letting us go deep into your life,
problem, man.
your evolution, and hopefully
all good.
We tapped into a bit of the future thinking as well.
Yeah, man.
You guys can say thank you later. You know what I mean? I tell you, I bring you all special guests. You know what I mean? Now you know. Think like an athlete, dance like a professional b-boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Let me give you some bios of who we got on this show.
All right. Cool. India versus Russia.
India versus Russia. You know what I'm saying? Bgirl Ladydeee versus Bgirl Joe. Are we ready for this or what?
Yeah, man. Let's get into it.
Let's go. All right. First of all, we have Bgirl Joe. Black Ice Crew. I just think that name is heavy. Black Ice.
It's actually a sick name.
Yeah, I mean,
Black. That's a big boy name, bro.
Trying to have a cocktail with black ice, yeah? Sounds dangerous. She says, my style is influenced by a lot of other movement. I love flowing through threads, making cool shapes. She has her own Breakin foundation, like a Breakin Institute.
Sick.
Biggest achievement, she's represent India for Red Bull.
Sick.
She just wants to spread the breaking and hip hop love, she says.
Dope.
Why are you thinking about that bio?
Cool, man. I like it.
Yeah?
Interesting. Makes me interested to see what's gonna happen now.
Okay.
Like threads and stuff. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It might be a hard one to judge even.
Yeah. She says she likes shapes and that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And some people are different, so you know, could come with that that crazy stuff. I don't know what I'm about to see, but I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Next up, we have Ladydeee.
All right.
Ladydeee says, I'm from Russia, 20 years old. I love music. It doesn't matter what you dance. It matters how you do it.
Yeah.
I want to create yourself. Flow with the flow. That's the bio she said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She said
It's going to be interesting. Right?
It's going to be interesting, right?
Yeah, for sure. There might be a complete contrast in styles. That makes it hard.
Who you got your money on? This is the final.
Don't do that to me, man. Someone's going to cuss me out after.
Alright, you got to
You've seen it. Who have you got your money on?
Not properly, but as the guest, I let you pick who you want first. Who, based on the bio, who you feel's got it? This is the entertainment, innit? Who you gonna root for? 2 rounds. Two digital cards. You know what I mean? I love music from Ladydeee.
India's my place as well, you know, man.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it back home, or what? You go in Russia.
I think on this one, I don't know any of these guys by like names, so I'm going with India. Let's go India. Come on.
Let's go. Let's take it back home. The Singh family gonna be proud of you, bruh.
Yeah, bro. Come on, let's do this.
Let's do this.
No, good luck, guys.
Good luck. Let's get the funk real. You know what I mean? Karam is all about love, so you know what I mean? No hating on these people.
For real.
Alright, let's go. First round. We're gonna go with India first. We're gonna go with Bgirl Joe. Okay. Okay. Okay, Mr. Swipes.
Yeah.
Woo. Nice.
That was a very nice round. Very dope round.
Yeah? You feel that?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I never saw her before.
Yeah.
And I think I know a lot of people in India, but that was dope, man. That was surprisingly dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope round.
Clean.
Yeah, very clean. She had some good shapes in there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't broken up, you know. When she said set shapes, I wasn't sure if it was just going to be like one shape and then something and then another shape, but it all flowed well. And she even hit some swipes, like some very clean swipes, some power and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was.
You were scared that she was gonna throw you some contemporary stuff.
Yeah, bro, because she said she likes different styles, so I wasn't sure what to expect, but that was fresh. That was dope.
Yeah. All right. Ladydeee, what you got for us? Let me set you up. Let me set you up with Ladydeee. Let's go, Bgirl Ladydeee.
Right, cool.
The reply. Outside in that. Let's go, Ladydeee. Okay. If she was messing, you would be lying. Let's go. Let's go, lady. Woo. Come with fire, bro.
Yeah, man. Good energy.
Sticky one there.
All right. That was good energy, man. She had very good energy. Very good battle approach too. Like she really brought it.
Okay.
So that was good.
Let me hold you there. Don't say too much. Let me give you round 2. Let me give you round 2. This is it. Round 2. Bgirl Joe. Black Eyes Crew.
Black Eyes.
Black Eyes. Let's go. She's trying to come for the money, you know.
Yeah, trust me, bro. She's coming hard. Fresh.
My guy's clapping.
Oh, that was dope, bro. That was a dope
Karam,
round.
I catch you clapping. You're clapping. He said, well done.
Yeah, man, that was a dope round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go this last round.
This is the last round. How you feeling,
man.
Karam? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It all depends on this last round for me.
How you feeling about your chosen one?
I'm feeling quite good, confident with it right now.
Yeah. I'm hoping.
Yeah, man.
I'm hoping Lady slaps that confidence out of you right now. That's what I'm hoping.
Man. She might just do that. So it's all depending on this one round, man.
Yeah. This is it.
The final round.
Breaking card game. Rotation, dance, exchange. The first ever Bgirl champion is about to be crowned. To the left of me, they call him Kid Karam. They call him Karam. They call him Karam Sexy. They call him... We're about to crown the first ever rotation dance exchange breaking card game champion. The Bgirl champion. Let's not get funky. Let's not get fuzzy. Let's get funky. Let's get straight into it. Alright. Bgirl Lady, let's go. Round 2.
Make me carry any more of these piles of records,
Okay.
I'm gonna be a cinch for a hernia. I'll tell you that.
Oof, coming off a little bit. Nice. Blow.
Oh, not done. Yeah, man, that was a dope round 2, man. That was sick.
You like
that? Was a big round. Yeah, man.
That was
definitely made me think about that one.
Yeah. It's packed,
Yeah,
jam-packed.
Jam-packed round, yeah.
Nah, I mean.
That was a good one. That was a strong round. That was.
Give me what you're thinking. Not necessarily. Don't judge it yet. Just what you're thinking in terms of analysis. You see, the dunnies at the back just doing pull-ups. Has that got to count for some extra?
Yeah, bro. It gives her an extra point.
Extra point for the pull-up dunnies.
For the guys in the back doing the pull-ups.
Yeah.
It was a good battle, a good exchange. Different approaches. There was different approaches to them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have my choice.
Yeah.
So when you're ready, we'll discuss that. It was. I'm not trying to give anything away, but yeah, it was two totally different approaches, and it was good.
Positive and negative on both sides.
With the first from India, Black Ice Crew, I think that it's a hard one because I thought she was super dope. She tried everything. I would just like to see positive wise, a lot of content, a whole lot of content. It was super dope. Like you said, she flowed throughout like the shapes and freezes that she hit, and she pushed herself, started and finished well both times. So the negative I'd say is like with like final or any battle, just go a little bit not harder, but approach it more in a battle. So really give it a little bit more.
You're missing that fire.
Yeah. Like just although it's online and it's hard, just kind of take that battle approach that you would maybe.
If the fire is there online, you still feel it.
Yeah, and then Lady from Russia, I think that like the positives, raw energy. She came like fire. She was ready to battle.
Yeah.
You could see that. You could see obviously the hunger in how she was breaking. So that was dope. Not necessarily negatives, but just more content, especially in the first round, a little bit more varied content. And yeah, that was the second round was for me in my opinion much stronger than the first. So I'd say more content in that one.
That's it.
So, yeah.
That's it. Let's get to the fun. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. You know what I mean? Let's get to it.
Oh damn!
I got Joe.
You got Joe.
Because of control and holding down, you know, because Lady was jumping out of space.
Yeah.
Which was weird because, you know, when you have a mat down, you set your space.
Yeah.
You know, to then jump out of space is like kicking somebody.
Yeah.
Physical content wise, first round from Joe was very strong. Second round, maybe not as strong as the first, and same on the other side as well. I think. With Lady, first round wasn't as strong. Second round was stronger, but still could have done with more clarity, cleanliness. It's like I see it as a conversation, innit? Full stop, commas, and everything. But I wanted to get mine in before you get yours in. Who you got for us?
So I'm going with Joe as well.
Yeah.
It was quite clear for me. Because of there was a couple of things in both the rounds. Overall, I think Joe had maturity about her breaking. She was like very in control. She took her time. Everything she did was clean. She didn't rush to do something. It was like when she hit a shape or she did something with a thread or whatever, it was to us, to the camera. It was clear, it was obvious, and like it just showed, like you said, it showed that control. She had the control, and she had a lot of variety in what she was doing. She had a lot of content, and although Lady had much more of a raw battle approach, I think that Joe had the content to overrule that in both of the rounds. In the first round, I saw that Lady had a bit of a slip as well, just after her power. For me, obviously, that would like be knocked down anyway in a real battle, and I think that Joe didn't really crash. She didn't really crash at all in that first round. She was very clean. It was like it was more of like a surprise when she hit shapes. It was like in and out, and everything went into something, which I really liked. There was no really like breakup, whereas with Lady there was a bit more of a breakup of like lower levels and taps and stuff like that. But with Joe, it was like one thing went to another, and you didn't really know where it was going, but it always went somewhere. He was always in control of that. It was like unexpected at the same time, and I think that shows like maturity and experience. So that first round was dope. Even the second round again was super dope. From both of them, I think that Lady brought the fire.
She had more difficulty on that round. She was edging towards...
much more in that. In that second round, she had much more difficulty again. But even still, I think that Joe had again that maturity where it wasn't rough around the edges. You know, everything was just sweet, smooth, and she enjoyed it. But
dope.
Joe is my decision on that one.
That's it. It's simple.
Yeah, man. No dispute on that one, bro.
No dispute, no ties, none of that. Clean cut. So I'm gonna have to come to you with the conclusion. It's simple and complex indecision. Bgirl Joe versus Bgirl Ladydeee. Bgirl Joe takes it. The first ever champion comes from India. You know what I mean? Hopefully one day we will see these two battle in a live event.
Yeah, maybe Lady will get some payback.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Hopefully Lady can get that payback, you know what I mean? And then we have to play it all over again. You know what I'm saying? 2-1, you gotta get
for real.
You gotta get it again. But yeah, this is it. Bgirl Joe, first ever. Welcome to the Breaking Card Game Championship family. Goddamn. I haven't thought about it. That's the first time we said that. But that's it. Peace and love. Yo, Big Bro, thanks for coming on.
No problems, bro. Thanks for having me, man. It was dope.
You got anything to say to the people?
Yo, keep tuning into this. Keep looking out, man. It's really exciting, and I can see it going places, actually. This was the first time I played it since like obviously the test, and there was much more clarity in actually having the event itself
within
running.
it.
So that was cool, and I think that you can do a lot with this actually.
Yeah.
And you can, like I said, you can take it to big events, and it will be interesting to see that stuff also. So yeah, man, just to the people, man, keep training, keep doing your thing, keep practicing, but keep on tuning into this. And well done and big up for actually entertaining this and getting involved with it, because it was something new, something interesting, and I'm sure you had like quite a few people get in. There was a good prize. So yeah, man, keep the incentives up, keep it going, look out for this, and just keep training and see you around. Love
to the greatness, you know what I mean? If you call him out in the cypher, get ready to be smoked. That's all he's saying as well.
No, don't call me out. I'm joking.
Karam is ready. He's been training in a very with monks in a deep dark place.
Yeah.
And he's ready for all the fat B-boys and B-girls that come back to
I'll be one of those, bro.
Yeah, man. We out. Peace and love. Yo, say peace to the people.
Man.
All right, man. That's